They always say you can never have enough clamps, but I just got rid of 50 clamps. So today we're going to tell you why I got rid of them, what clamps you should buy, and what clamps you really need in your shop. Support for this episode is provided by Eagle Woodworking. For over 40 years, professional cabinet shops have trusted Eagle for custom doors and dovetail drawers. Consistent quality, delivered fast, and easy to order. Check them out at eaglewoodworking.com. We're here in our new clamp storage area. The area is not new. This is where the clamps were, but we've totally revamped the storage. We used to have basically an A-frame, and it came out much further, maybe about 18 inches, and it spanned this whole wall. So we got it a lot tighter and a lot more neatly organized. So we just got 30 more of these Dubuque clamps. A local woodworker who is retiring and moving down south. We did a bit of a barter, and I ended up with 30 more Dubuque. So I'm very happy about that. And we ended up getting rid of 50 clamps between Bessie K bodies and some other miscellaneous clamps. We're down net 20 clamps. So I think we're perfectly equipped for what we do. So we're gonna look at each one of these clamps and tell you what we use them for, and then talk about how we decided to store them here on the wall. Grab one of these 6-foot Dubuques first, and you can see this is 12 feet to the top. I couldn't do this with a Bessie. So nice lightweight clamp. Got one of these, and one of these. Bring these over. All right, so we've got basically all of our clamps here. We have some different sizes of each one, but really we're down to 6 kinds of clamps. We have our Dubuque, we have Bessie K body, we have Bessie F clamp, mostly deep reach. We have a C clamp, a quick clamp, and a squeeze clamp. So we'll tell you what we use these for and what we like about them. So Dubuque, of course, is my favorite clamp. I know it's John's favorite clamp, and it's become a lot of people's favorite clamp, whether they found out about them through us or someone else. These are really great clamps. They're made in Dubuque, Iowa. It's a super small company. There's a good article out there that talks about the company, and it's very small, and hopefully it sticks around because I know the owners are aging. Super lightweight, so 6-foot clamp. Hold it out with one hand. Hold it out all the way in front of you. You couldn't do that with most clamps. This Bessie right here weighs probably about twice as much as this Dubuque, and I think this clamp, same thing. This weighs twice as much as this 6-foot clamp. So they're super lightweight and they're very strong. You have this nice Acme thread here, and we always talk about how nice it spins. And we've had joints that we couldn't close up with a Bessie that you put a Dubuque on there and you could squeeze the glue right out of the joint. So really great clamps. The only thing that I don't like about these are that it's a little harder to stand things up. So if we're gluing up a panel, there's not really a great way to stand this up this way. So let's say you have a 48-inch panel in there, something like that. It doesn't stand up very well on this little wing nut. So that's where the Bessies come in. The advantage to these are that they can stand up. So you have your panel in there and you can stand things up. It takes up much less space in the shop. If you're gluing up 20 doors, you can have them stacked up in a row and they only take up, say 5 inches each versus laying down on a table. They're going to take up a lot more space. So that's one of the reasons we keep the Bessies around. Another reason is we use these as a foot sometimes. So you may have seen the big arch unit that we built a couple weeks ago on the channel. We did the video about the LED lighting. We actually use the Bessies to hold up that 16-inch cabinet. So it's 16 inches deep, 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall. It's very unstable when it's not attached to anything. So we actually take a clamp like this, we clamp it on the floor to the cabinet, and now we have this wider base. So that's one of the main things we use the Bessies for now. Because we're doing a lot of one-piece doors, we're not really building 5-piece doors. We don't need a ton of clamps like this for everyday use. So that's our main use for the Bessie here. C-clamp is always handy to have around. has a super deep throat. That's a 12-inch throat. So if you need to get into the middle of something, you know, it's a big help to have something like this around. Not the most heavy duty. You can get better C-clamps for sure, but we keep 4 of these around just in case. Same thing with these auto adjust clamps. We have 3 or 4 of these. You know, you can put it on something and it automatically adjusts to the thickness, and you can change sort of your tension there like a vice grip. Good for doing face frames, stuff like that. Good if you just need to clamp a filler to the side of a cabinet and screw it in. So quick and easy. The deep reach Bessies, these are a real workhorse. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 of these now in varying lengths. And they're about, I think, 6 or 8 inches deep. Really heavy duty. You know, these are super strong. You get a really nice grip on this big handle, and they can reach deep into something. So we use these a lot for clamping things up to hold them down, for, you know, really coaxing things together, for keeping panels flush when we're gluing up a big panel. You can reach this, you know, 6 inches into a tabletop and keep everything flush while you're gluing it up. So really an indispensable clamp. And then squeeze clamps, we have 2 of these larger Jorgensens, and then, man, we probably have about 60 of the little brother of these. So super handy to have around, good for just, you know, clamping little pieces to the table. I use them as like a stop sometimes, so you're working on a piece, and, you know, you just need something to stop that piece. Super fast, very convenient. I keep 10 little squeeze clamps on my cart, and we keep these around for bigger stuff. So now that we've showed you what clamps we have, let me show you what I did for organization. I employed the 3D printer to help me organize these clamps, and we're gonna show you how to get these files for these for free, the Bessie and the Dubuque. But before we talk about that, I wanna tell you about a new sponsor that we're working with on the channel, and that's Eagle Woodworking. So Eagle Woodworking is up in Massachusetts, and they've been building drawers and doors since 1980. You might know them as Dovetail Drawers on social media. And these are some rollouts that we have for a job. We're gonna show you footage of that installed. But you see beautiful maple dovetail drawers, nice flush here, really gorgeous stuff. You know, your choice of species as well. You know, they have walnut. You can have your logo engraved on the side. We did a job, oh man, me and Rob built a closet a few years ago, and we had all the drawers from Eagle Woodworking, and we had the logo engraved on them. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can find some footage of that. You see these big rollouts that we have, really nice stuff. A lot of them that are installed on site have all this curl in the front, really beautiful. Handmade, you know, you could tell things like this. They're marking their bottoms with pencil so they know where to reference the dovetail machine. So it's cool to see that. It's a bit of craftsmanship that we like to leave on our work as well. So when the future generation sees it, they know that somebody made it with their hands. It wasn't just made by a machine. So that's enough about dovetail drawers. Let's talk about these 3D printed clamp holders. So basically we took an inventory of all the clamps. We figured out how many we had, and we optimized our spacing so that we could fit as many as possible with as little space. So you can see here the Dubuques. When we put it in, there's just about a 1/16 of an inch between each of these clamps. So we let the 3D printer do the hard part, which is making this like dental molding shape. You know, you could make a router jig or something, or cut all these on the bandsaw, but when you have, you know, this is what? I don't even know, 36 clamps right here. There's a lot of clamps here. There's probably close to 100 clamps. That's a lot of bandsaw work. So I drew these in Fusion and printed them up, and it made it super easy. So I can show you sort of how we went about mounting them. So rather than trying to 3D print this whole thing, made it super simple with a 2x4. I'm just using this piece of 3/4 plywood to get some extra clearance here for the wing nut, and that provides a stop for this this 3D printed piece. So we want this to be a little bit higher, so I cut the plywood accordingly. We screwed this to the wall. We screwed a little spacer here so that they don't teeter around too much. And it made it really easy. So I put these dovetail keys in the ends, thinking that I might 3D print a little key to go in there, but you can see, super strong, doesn't need it. So it's working out really well. For the Bessies, of course, we needed some extra depth because it's just a much bigger clamp. This is actually my proof. So I printed this at this weighs nothing. It has like 0 infill. You can see it's so thin here that it's cracking. I just wanted to check my spacing and make sure that everything was good. So you see it's a nice fit, loose enough where it goes in easy, but we're maximizing the space. Again, there's less than a 1/16 of an inch between all these clamps. So here we have screw holes for 2 2x4s so that we get all that support over the head here. So it made it really easy. So what I'll do is I'll figure out a way to get you guys access to these. Maybe I'll put them on the website for a download. They're just step files, and I import these right into Bambu Studio and just print them with regular settings. So this is how they come out. Nice and strong. You can see, very stiff. They're 3/8 thick, and it's worked out great. You know, they take a little while to print. This is about this is a 4-hour print, and I think 2 of these print in 4 hours. So you can only fit 1 of these on a standard Bambu size printer, 256 millimeter by 256 millimeter, or 10 by 10 basically, but made it really easy, really neat and tidy. You know, I love to look down this row of these nicely organized clamps. It's for me, it's very satisfying. And then here, I just sort of whip some stuff up, threw a piece of plywood on the wall so we can screw wherever we want, and I make these simple little holders. So it's just like an L or like a Z shape, you know, so you can lift your clamp on and off. Super simple. It's all just maple plywood that we had laying around. And this gives us, you know, some flexibility. So if we decide we want to move these around, we actually want this down here, well, we just take that and move it down. Makes it easy. And, you know, because we're always improving everything we do in the shop, it makes it so that we don't have to do a lot of rework. We can sort of just shift things around. Before we sign off, I wanted to show you this. This is our Franken clamp. We have 3 of these now, so we took 6 clamps and made 3. And this is something that is sold by Bessie. Maybe we'll put a link to this. It's the KBX K-body extender. So we took 2, I believe, 50-inch K-bodies, and they come with that hole in them where the little black foot is, and you actually run these bolts through. And now we have 3 clamps that are 99 3/4 inches long. So it's always nice to have some clamps that are more than 8 feet long. We have, you know, I think 12 of the 6-foot Dubukes, but occasionally you run into a situation where you need a really big clamp. And we have some pipe clamps over there, but I hate using them. I really, really despise pipe clamps. So it's great to have these around. You know, 3 is a good number. Typically you only need 2, and we have 1 extra just in case. So that's something worth checking out. If you have a bunch of K-body clamps, you can have these sitting to the side. When you run into the situation, you can just take them apart real quick and bolt them together. You see we have our end here. So this is 1 clamp, and we just have 1 of these removed on that side. We just have them in storage in the back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Check these files out. I think it's worth really thinking about the organization of clamps in your shop. They can take up a lot of space, and if you can save some space, it's room for more crap. So let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll talk to you next week.